That's funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we are live, and we're rolling on another episode of a MegaCast. I believe this is a MegaCast 12. So, yay, we've made it to 12. I guess it's kind of like 12 days of Christmas. You can get a gift or something, but anyway, Christmas is past. So here we are with a MegaCast brought to you by Omega Strength Apparel. Also bridged now with Omega Strength Training. That will be integrated into the website in the coming weeks. Should I be able to figure out all that stuff, because I refuse to hire somebody to do that for me, although I probably should. And then also, this is going to be an episode that is officially sponsored by Kaz Coffee. So conceive, believe, and achieve. Go pick you up some Kaz Coffee at www.kazcoffee.com. That is Kaz with a K, coffee with a K. Great, bold flavor. I've not had a bitter cup yet. Really enjoy it, and we were able to promote it at the official Strongman games in December. Had a lot of fun doing that. And look forward to doing some other things with the coffee at competitions that we'll be traveling to this year. We'll not only be setting it up for people to take away and take some home with them, but also to try on the spot. And also, as always, visit us at www.omegastrength.us and find us on Facebook at Omega Strength Apparel and on Instagram at Omega Strength Apparel. So today we have the pleasure of talking with the man known as T-Rex throughout the strongman community, Mr. Evan Singleton, out of, and I always say this wrong, Lancaster, PA?
Yeah, you got it.
So I've been out to that area, oh my goodness, it's well over 20-some years ago. My dad used to travel with a farm ag company, and we would go out to Penn State College and do shows out there and through Pittsburgh. So I've been through that area, and one of his suppliers was out of that neck of the woods. So yeah, so always a small world. I don't think we probably ran into each other then. So.
Oh yeah, I was probably 5 or 6 years old when you did that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, but thanks for joining us today on a nice early Sunday morning. Hopefully, you've had some coffee. Do you drink coffee?
I'm actually not a big coffee drinker.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, we can still be friends.
I hope so.
Yeah, I have it too much, and I've had to wean myself. I had a conversation with Carrie Shaw in here about adding things to your coffee, and I've had to wean myself off of that. And Becky still does it, and I make fun of her because I'm like, "Are you using the whole bottle in there? Do you know how many calories are in that?"
Oh, I'm sure that you're her favorite person ever in the morning, huh? When she's drinking her coffee.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a morning person, and so that tends to be my more obnoxious time of day. So yeah, I'm generally all the way around her favorite person first thing in the morning. But yeah, so I got my coffee going right now. It's my third cup. So.
World's strongest coffee.
Yeah, that's right. World's strongest coffee with my vitamins. So let's discuss some stuff here. Let's talk about some things and talk about I don't know what kind of nonsense we can get into today.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about we've obviously determined that you're from the Pennsylvania area, and not that I'm make fun of other cultures and religions, everything, but I tease Becky because she's from Pennsylvania as well, so I would call her a Quaker.
That's actually funny. Usually people go straight to Amish.
Oh yeah. No, I always knew that as like Quaker country. So.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was the first time I was ever exposed to seeing people in a horse and buggy, and I was like, I think I was in high school. I was like, I was 18, and I was like, Dad, and he goes, yeah. He goes, we have communities like that in Indiana, right? And I'm like, no. So
mind blown.
I know. Everything I knew about life was people could still ride in horse and buggies. So, but I have a note in here. I'm looking at my notes right now, and I have a note that I have no idea what I'm asking here, so we'll just bypass that question. But I don't try to script everything out. We just try to shoot from the cuff here. So,
Right.
So you're in Strongman now.
Yes, sir.
You said you've now done 3 competitions?
Yep, the official Strongman Games in this past December was my 3rd competition overall. The first one was North Carolina's, and then the second one was Giants Live North America.
Okay, so the North Carolina one, was that in April last year?
Yes.
Okay. And so that was your first official Strongman competition. How did you get into that one?
It's actually funny because I was training for Strongman for a couple of months. I want to say that I pretty much started Strongman around the time of January 2018.
Okay.
And I didn't know what competition to do, and I was really I had all of my goals set. I had my mind set on where I wanted to take Strongman. I just didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I really didn't have any experience picking out competitions like that. And a couple of friends of mine, Brian and George, they were the ones who actually found North Carolina's Strongest Man, and then they started explaining, it's a Strongman, it's a Giants Live qualifier, and it's run by Lynn Morehouse and Train Strongman, and their competitions are always like best of the best. And the more they told me about it, the more I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to make this my first comp. Because essentially, the normal pattern is my first competition. I want to go to Pennsylvania Strongest because it's my home state. It's probably closer, all that good stuff. But
right.
the more that they talked up Train Strongman and North Carolina Strongest, because I didn't have any idea what was going on.
Right.
The more they talked it up, the more appealing it sounded to me, and ultimately I came to the decision, you know what, North Carolina, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make that my first competition. So there it was.
Okay. So you started training for Strongman in January. What got you into the thought process of wanting to do a competition?
Well, I wanted to experiment with the different strength and weightlifting related competitions because I'm by nature a very competitive person.
Uh-huh.
I pretty much always have been. I played sports all through school. I played just about every sport that you could think of competitively. Wrestling was the one that stuck out for me. But after I did bodybuilding, the first one that I ended up doing that was weightlifting related was bodybuilding. I did bodybuilding. I went through 8 months of hard dieting.
Uh-huh.
I ended up losing about 120 to 140 pounds to get up on stage because I was really unhealthy at the time that I started that.
Okay.
After I did bodybuilding, I did my first show. I did the whole 9 yards too. I tanned. I got the spray tan. I worked on my posing. I did everything that I needed to do. I ended up getting on stage, and I think I came in second or third. And then, that was pretty much after that. I stopped at Burger King on the way back because it was in New York. The show was in New York. I stopped at Burger King and got like $40 worth of stuff that I just ended up throwing up anyway.
Yeah. How many times have I heard that story? Oh man!
Essentially, it was Essentially, I had the thought, okay, well, I did body. There's pretty much 3 that come to mind for me personally when I think of weightlifting related competitions and competitive sports: bodybuilding, strongman, and powerlifting. So I found my local strongman and powerlifting gym, McMillan's Training Systems.
Uh-huh.
And I went in there, and I actually had the intention of doing powerlifting first because it seemed a little bit more simple, and I felt like I could probably pick it up a little bit easier.
Right.
But as soon as I walked in, there was 2 guys training strongman, and I think they were doing log. And I remember seeing that, and I thought to myself, well, looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
So I went over, I talked to him for maybe like 15, 20 minutes. Then I got to talk to the owner. He's got a lot of background in strength training and powerlifting and strongman and all of that good stuff. I ended up talking to him for a decent amount, and that combined with the guys that I saw doing log, I made the decision that the next one I wanted to try was strongman.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, maybe after a week or two of doing strongman training, that was pretty much all she wrote as far as strongman. I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'm not going to do powerlifting. I sure as hell am not going to go back to bodybuilding. That's for damn sure. It was cool to say that I could do the experience. I have the pictures and the trophy to prove that I did it.
Yeah.
I proved to myself that I could stay disciplined and go through with that.
Yeah.
But all that being said, I am not doing that damn diet again. I am just not.
You know, I don't think people get it when it comes to bodybuilding. You know, from the outside looking in, you think, oh yeah, you're a self-absorbed muscle head with no intelligence whatsoever. You're just picking up weights and shit, and the discipline, the discipline that's required to do it, along with the knowledge that's required to go along with it, because it's not as simple as dieting.
No.
You know, you know, people think, well, you're starving yourself. Well, to an extent, you are starving yourself enough that you can get down to that low percentage body fat, but people don't understand that once you get below that 10 to 12% body fat range, it gets harder.
Oh God, yes,
and
absolutely.
To be able to be focused and disciplined and keep yourself out of some very, very dark places in your mind.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I look at how strongmen train and powerlifters at a dedication. I have a huge amount of respect, more so for bodybuilders, because I know what they put themselves through, and it's horrible. You know, you look at it and people think, well, they're healthy because they're no. They're not healthy, you know. Or, you know, I hate to blanket statement that, but that's the legitimate fact of it is that most of the bodybuilders out there aren't exactly a healthy specimen.
Right.
So, but I agree with you. I like to eat way too much to do that, and every time I get in the mindset of I'm going to do bodybuilding instead of strongman, and I have a week of diet, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, nope, that's out the door.
Yeah, I can't have that, really. Oh, I love Mountain Dew. Now stop. So, and I refuse to drink Diet Mountain Dew because it's just god awful. It's like antifreeze. So, so you got into it and you got hooked on strongman. So, would you ever consider doing powerlifting at all?
I would consider doing powerlifting down the road, but I feel like personally, I would probably pull a half Thor Bjornsson, where I would venture into powerlifting after I would accomplish the goals.
Right, okay.
That I have set for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he won Worlds, he won the Arnold, he won Dubai. He pretty much just dominated the year of 2018, and there wasn't really anything else for him to really go after. So then he ventured into getting ready for his first powerlifting meet. I would probably put myself in that same position. I'm completely focused on strongman, just getting better, getting stronger, getting faster, learning more.
Right.
I want to be the best strongman that I can possibly be, and I don't really have plans on venturing anywhere else until I get to that goal. Right. That being said, I am not opposed to doing a powerlifting meet down the road at all.
Right, yeah. Well, there's a lot of good carryover, and like you said, it is a simpler form of training, although I think a lot of people try to make it too convoluted and complicated. But it's nice to be able to just say, okay, this is my program for the next 16 weeks or 12 weeks.
Right.
And in some ways, I think that there's a lot less strain and wear and tear on your body, although, it's a different type of wear and tear.
Right.
So.
Right.
And I'll ask this: what about even doing Highland? Because in my opinion, there's a lot of carryover from Highland the strongman in some events.
Oh, absolutely! I would actually love to try a Highland Games. I would love to get that experience underneath me.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to.
Well, I know they've got a lot in your area. I think the surrounding area, there's actually quite a few that happen out there. I did my first one 2017. Yeah, 2017. I did my first Highland in Indy, and I